Hello and a very warm welcome to the viewers of Crucial Choice, the one and only career and higher education show. I'm your host, Shane Phillips. Through Crucial Choice, we provide you valuable information about your career options and the related areas of study. The aim is to make it easier for you to make your crucial choice. If any questions you may have about career or related topic of study is not answered, send your questions to choice@crucialchoice.org and we'll have a team of experts get back to you as soon as possible. Every week, we bring you the stories of three bright young minds. And if you watch carefully, there's much to learn here. Why did these individuals pick the careers they did? And what are the qualities that each of these careers demand of the individuals who choose them? And how to go about studying for it? These and many more are answered in this show. Today's show has two future electrical engineers and one computer engineer. So let me introduce our guests. Trishar, a future computer engineer, is that right?
Yes.
Ashwarya, an electrical engineer in the making.
Yep.
And Dada, also an electrical engineer.
Yeah, that's right.
So all three of you will be going to university in August.
Yes.
And maybe you can tell us which school are you going to, Trishar?
I'm planning to attend the University of Wisconsin-Madison.
Oh, in the United States.
Yes.
And Ashwarya?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M, also in the United States of America.
I'm planning to attend the Purdue Polytechnic Institute in West Lafayette.
What was some of the preparation that you had to do? I mean, getting into a U.S. school, is it hard? Is it easy? Dada, what was some of your preparation?
Since it's more based on extracurricular and academics rather than not just academics, it kind of helped me out because I was not a topper in class, but outside school, I used to do a lot of activities, so that helped my admissions.
So they look at your extracurricular activities?
Yeah, American universities don't look at just the academics. Like if you are a topper in school, they won't care. But if you are an average student and you do a lot of activities outside, then that's what they're looking for.
Okay, so good. What kind of extracurricular activities?
I went for community service. I went for like marathons, and I went for I volunteered. Then I went to India and I helped different schools. I even published a few manuals that help students study for external exams.
Ashwarya, what were some of the things you had to do?
Well, you had to initially do the ACT and the SAT exam, or the SAT examination, and then there's the TOEFL or IELTS. And then you had to prepare for your university essays according to the number of universities you were applying to.
Okay, so you did both the ACT and the SAT?
I did the SAT, but then I found that harder, so I went on to do the ACT. So
You need to even show them that you are genuinely interested in the subject by targeting activities related to what you want to major in, and also giving back to society is important. So I think these were the things that I tried to do.
What is the essay aspect of the admission process all about?
The essay topics depend, it varies from different universities. Like I applied to many different universities and one asked for like the reason why you're applying. And then they would ask like a certain activity you did or which one do you think changed your life. But some other universities would ask something very different, like explain something that you did in summer that improved your way of thinking.
What type of skill sets do you need to be an engineer?
Engineering is more theoretical, but depending on the major, you might have to be more practical in some cases. Chemical engineering would require more of a theoretical mind, but mechanical and electrical, it requires more of a practical mind. And then there's biomedical engineering, or there's robotics, where it's a combination of certain fundamental majors. Those require a more diverse type of skill set, where you can go from theoretical and then switch immediately to practical.
What kind of grades should you be looking at?
It really depends on the school, but if you're aiming at top universities, you should look at coming in the top percentile of your school.
So by top percent, I mean top 1%.
Yeah, you should aim at that.
I had like really average grades, but then I also worked on my extracurriculars. So I was a part of a lot of sporting teams and organizations.
Are you just one of these really smart people who thinks like an A+ is average? Is that what it is? Like, is A+ an average? No. Okay, I'm just making sure. So you must have had better than average grades, though.
I had a couple of Bs, but then I had As as well. However, when I was applying and looking through the activities and stuff that I'd been a part of, I realized I had many of them.
Usually you would need an SAT score of at least 1900s to get into one of the top schools of the major.
What's it out of, the SAT?
It's out of 2400. And for SAT you need 1900 minimum. ACT is out of 36, you might need 29 minimum. Those are the minimum. If you get below that, you might as well end up in the top 50s.
Okay, and then what about top 10?
Top 10s, you would need an SAT score of maybe 2250 to 2400, and for ACT, maybe 33 to 36.
You went through this big process of looking at the admission requirements and fulfilling them. If you were to do things again, looking back and going through the experience, what would you do differently?
I think prepare more for my SAT exam.
And part of it, because this is a 5-hour exam, is just being able to sit for 5 hours. Or when you're looking at how you structure your study period, do you structure it to be the same length of the exam?
The same length. In the exam, there are breaks, so you have to copy that as well.
I think you should prepare well on from before. And as you're coming towards the exam, last minute prep really doesn't help for exams like SAT or ACT. But when it comes to school exams, I think you should start off by going smoothly and then towards the end putting maximum effort. So it really depended on the exam that I was appearing for.
Ashwarya?
I mean, I would concentrate more on my areas of weakness, so I would initially just do a mock papers, and then I would check where I would need to work harder on, and then according to that, I would spend more hours on that topic, and then work on those which I'm confident with.
The fields of electrical, electronic, and computer engineering are ubiquitous and impact all aspects of the modern world. As you can see, our graduates want to impact humanity by creating prosthetic limbs, artificial organs, or contributing to artificial intelligence and fast-tracking us towards the point of singularity. So stay with us, because after the break, we're going to find out more about what they want to do and how they plan to do it. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study.
Home to internationally acclaimed universities, hosting more than 24,000 students from 145 nationalities. Dubai International Academic City is transforming Dubai into a talent-based economy of global thinkers by imparting the best academic direction complemented by a holistic community lifestyle. Empowering a new generation of pioneers to innovate. Dubai International Academic City.
Manipal University, Dubai. World-class education in the UAE. 5 schools of learning. 30+ programs. Exceptional faculty. Over 2,000 students. 40+ nationalities. And over 4,000 alumni. A truly international university preparing students for careers. Manipal University, Dubai. Inspired by life.
Dubai Knowledge Park is a leading business hub with global training institutions, human resource management organization, and consultancies aiming to develop the region's talent pool and enrich human capital. Home to qualified business professionals from around the globe, Dubai Knowledge Park is innovatively shaping the HR and training sector in the region. Developing human capital to innovate. Dubai Knowledge Park.
4 of the world's best foundation programs. Pathways to your dream university. The best faculty. Small classes. Individual attention. Great learning and living environments. 8 colleges in 2 great countries. Welcome back. With me, Shane Phillips, you're watching Crucial Choice, the only show on careers in higher education. On today's show, we've looked at the story of 2 future electrical engineers and 1 future computer engineer. We've had a small peek into their minds, and now we're going to find out more. So if you hadn't have gotten into the school that you're going to now, what would have happened to you? Where would you have ended up going, Shar?
While preparing, you're basically looking at a dream school, but when you come during the admissions, you need to be realistic. You need to know actually where you stand. And once you know where you stand, you can target backup schools. That is what everyone should do, and that is what I did. I basically had some schools which I was 100% sure that I would get in, even though it was a slightly lower school and I had to apply them for the worst case scenario. But just in case if I even didn't get into these backup schools, which is a very small chance, then I would probably end up going to my hometown, that is India.
Aishwarya, what would have happened to you if you didn't go to Texas?
My counselor helped me list out all my universities according to what my top choice were and my lower choice. So I started off with my lower choice, and I mean those were the universities, like he said, I was sure to get into. So those were my safety choices, and then I worked my way up and worked harder on my essays for the top choices.
Okay, and Data?
If I wasn't accepted to Purdue, I have been accepted to other universities as well. Assuming I haven't, I would have gone to maybe Canada or Australia, because those countries also have universities with a practical skill set. And if not, maybe Dubai, because if assuming you're in Dubai and you go to a university in Dubai, it would be very easy for you, would be convenient for your family, and the connection would be simpler. That's where I would have gone to, maybe Canada, Australia, or Dubai.
What is the cost of going to school in the United States?
If it's public, it's usually cheap, ranging from $45,000 to around $50,000. But if it's private, it could be very expensive, ranging from $60,000 to $80,000. Purdue is $45,000, which is really reasonable compared to other universities.
Aishwarya, do you agree with these cost figures?
Yeah, definitely. My university, the overall estimate is around 42,000. But then if you look at universities which I applied to in my lower choice, they had a higher tuition fee than the top choice universities.
So, looking at these costs, are there scholarships available? Were you able to secure a scholarship? Should people be looking at scholarships? Did you get a scholarship, Data?
Yeah, I did actually. Not all scholarships focus on academics or on financial aid. Some focus on extracurricular activities.
What kind of job are you going to get once you graduate?
Many colleges, you have a lot of job opportunities. You could check it up online and see the median salary, which will give you an idea of, and you could see and check up the placements of any college. So depending on that, you also choose your college.
And Aishwarya, what job will you be getting once you graduate?
Well, I haven't really looked into that, so I'm planning on doing several internships during my course in university. So during summer, there are paid internships as well, so while doing that, you get paid, so that's really good.
I'm planning to gain a PhD and work as a professor and a researcher in the university I'm going to be studying in.
What would your tips be, Data, to anybody who would be following in your footsteps?
For starters, don't be lazy, and if you think you know the subject, still study, because you might not know a few stuff. Also, don't be too focused on academics. You have to be diverse.
Aishwarya, what would your advice be?
Start preparing ahead of time and try to participate in as many extracurriculars as possible.
Ishwar?
Apart from managing academics and activities, I think the 2 major tips I would like to give is that they should really focus on the SAT and ACT, because this is one of the very crucial things about getting admission in US. And the second important tip that I would give is the essays. be as open as you can in the essays, because that is what admissions officers are looking at. They want to know you as a person.
If you would look back, if you're going to advise to anyone who's about to go through what you went through over the last 2-3 years to get into school, what advice would you give them, or what would you do differently?
Yeah, so while looking up at colleges, people kind of are misclouded by rankings. Rankings are not everything that defines a school. Like for example, there are many schools that have high rankings but are not that great or don't have a great outdoor facilities and stuff. So people don't actually consider these factors and they just apply to a school because they think it's good. And when they get in, they realize that maybe this is not the right fit for them. So what people should do is take a full research of the college before actually applying there and not just look at ranks. So this is like one major advice I would like to pass on.
Even if you get into a top university, you have to ask yourself if you can really survive in that type of university. Can they really cooperate with all of that? And the environment as well. The environment's also important. They have to look at how safe the city is. Purdue, West Lafayette, nothing happens, there's no crime, so it's so peaceful. But if you take somewhere like Detroit, University of Michigan is next to that place. That's slightly more dangerous than West Lafayette.
Well, Tushar, Aishwarya, Datta, thank you so much for coming on the show today and sharing what it would be like to become an electrical or computer engineer. And we at Crucial Choice wish you luck in your studies and your career moving forward.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay with us for tips on career choices in these fields and study options in other geographies. We'll be right back. Here's a big surprise from one of our co-sponsors of Crucial Choice. 5 scholarships for 5 lucky students valued at $10,000 each for any student who wants to enroll in one of the foundation or undergraduate programs featured in this show. Terms and conditions do apply. Send us an email at choice@crucialchoice.org and write scholarship in the subject line. Add your name, contact information, and country where you'd like to study.
Home to internationally acclaimed universities, hosting more than 24,000 students from 145 nationalities. Dubai International Academic City is transforming Dubai into a talent-based economy of global thinkers by imparting the best academic direction complemented by a holistic community lifestyle. Empowering a new generation of pioneers to innovate. Dubai International Academic City.
Untitled University, Dubai. World-class education in the UAE. 5 schools of learning. 30+ programs. Exceptional faculty. Over 2,000 students. 40+ nationalities. And over 4,000 alumni. A truly international university preparing students for careers. Manipal University, Dubai. Inspired by life.
Dubai Knowledge Park is a leading business hub with global training institutions, human resource management organization, and consultancies aiming to develop the region's talent pool and enrich human capital. Home to qualified business professionals from around the globe, Dubai Knowledge Park is innovatively shaping the HR and training sector in the region. Developing human capital to innovate. Dubai Knowledge Park.
4 of the world's best foundation programs. Pathways to your dream university. The best faculty. Small classes. Individual attention. Great learning and living environments. 8 colleges in 2 great countries. Hello and welcome back to Crucial Choice. Before the break, we had a look at what careers in electrical and computer engineering would be like through the experiences of Datta, Aishwarya, and Tushar, all 3 of whom are heading to the US to complete their education. We're going to look at options in the UK, Australia, and of course, the UAE. What should an engineering college be like? Well, if you ask me, it should have a vibrant teaching learning environment and furthermore, should be led by research to allow the free flow of ideas. Why don't we take a look at this video, the University of Sheffield in the UK.
I'm actually a graduate of the University of Sheffield. I studied civil engineering here a couple of years ago, and I've stayed in the university helping students benefit from an engineering education at Sheffield. We were doing a lot of things that are quite unique to Sheffield within the UK in particular. So a few years ago the faculty started up 2 project weeks for our first year and second year students. That's called the Global Engineering Challenge and Engineering You're Hired. And in those weeks students work in interdisciplinary teams, so they learn about each other's respective engineering discipline, make more friends and learn about different ways of working together and learning about different cultures. But the really important thing about those weeks is that we get students to think about their core skills and to reflect on those skills and how to address any gaps in those skills. We're doing lots of exciting projects within the faculty in order to improve our facilities and our estates. In the next few months we'll be having our diamond building opening, which is a state-of-the-art learning and teaching centre for our undergraduate students in our faculty. There'll be lots of multidisciplinary labs in there, so students have much more freedom to explore concepts taught within the lectures and to explore new things. The University of Sheffield is a research-led institution. We're a member of the Russell Group, and so a large proportion of our teaching activities to our undergraduate and to our postgraduate students is based around what we do our research in. So you'll talk by world-leading academics, leaders in their field, that directly influences the most up-to-date teaching for you.
Another program we would highly recommend is Flinders International Study Centre in Australia. This prep year can put you directly into the second year of university, so it's not a drop year or a waste of time at all. Let's take a look at this video from the Flinders International Study Centre in Australia.
At FISC we offer a range of programs. We have our IAP program, our Introductory English Language program, then we have the Diploma of Commerce. In addition to that, we have the Diploma of Science. FISC is a really good basis upon which to become familiar both with Australia and with study in a university. The Diploma of Commerce leads on to Business and Commerce degrees, and the Diploma of Science leads on to engineering degrees at Flinders University, and both of those give you credit for 1 year of study.
The teachers in FISC, they really help us with every question we have during class and also for our future careers.
Flinders University is also very unique in the fact that we offer a 20-week or 5-month work placement, which is a fantastic way to not just get a job, but put all your skills together as a student into practice when you're still an undergraduate.
Flinders is a good university in Australia for the science, especially for the science degrees.
Flinders University was the only university in South Australia that offered the combined degree in the Masters and the Bachelors of Biomedical Engineering, and that's why I chose to study at Flinders University.
Flinders Engineering is at a stage of massive growth and development at the moment. The Tonsley Park development is going to have state-of-the-art labs.
We're going to effectively more than double our size. We have new research facilities, so our students can really get a taste of what some of our cutting-edge research is like, even when they're undergraduates. It's a change in paradigm and a fantastic and exciting shift into the future as well.
Coming to Australia is a great option for international students because it's a safe environment. It's got a terrific education system. Our universities rank in the top in the world. Our preparation for university through our pathways colleges like FISC are outstanding, and our students have great success.
And if you choose to study in Dubai, Manipal University has some serious engineering courses.
Manipal University Dubai campus is the branch campus of Manipal University India. Our vision is to be exemplary and renowned leadership in education, and to achieve our vision, the main objective is to impart the quality industry-oriented education to our students. We have 35 programs currently running in Manipal University Dubai campus, and we have around 2,000 plus students in the campus at present, and 33 nationalities. We have the wide diversity of students. Then our faculty members are dedicated, qualified and very hardworking. We have actually established all the state-of-the-art laboratories required for all 5 schools. We have 5 schools: School of Business, School of Engineering and IT, School of Design and Architecture, School of Media and Communication, and School of Life Sciences. To enhance the quality of the education, we are focusing on outcome-based teaching learning process. The next area of our focus is enhancing the research activities. The Manipal University's vision 2020 is to be in the list of top 200 universities in the world.
Remember, your choice of career and university are crucial choices, so make sure you weigh your options carefully before you make your crucial choice. Coming up next week, we're going to look at more careers and more study options, but it's bye for now from your host, Shane Phillips.